Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to day 4 of the Advanced SEO Summit with Neil Patel. My name is Clayton Wood. I am one of your hosts for today, and I'm here to kick off the day with just a quick 15-minute session to answer any questions, talk about what the events of the day are going to be, and make sure that you're in the right place to hear all of this amazing content. Okay, so before we get started, I'd love to just make sure that everybody can hear me and see me in the chat. So if you would, let's go ahead and give me a thumbs up or a mushroom or a cucumber or anything that lets me know that you can see and hear me. And we'll be on our way. It's so exciting to have you with us today. It has been a jam-packed week of awesome SEO content from people all over the board. Casey Winters from Greylock Partners, who drove 50% of Pinterest's traffic through organic search. Tyler McConville, who talked about a ton of SEO technical ways that you can manipulate the crawl bots. We gathered yesterday around how you could double your road to rankings, double rankings in 3 months. And today is the culmination of the entire week. So we're excited to have you here today. I just wanted to cover a couple of things to make sure that everybody was in the right place. But it looks like there's a bunch of people that are in the chat and are ready to listen. So I'm going to go through the events of the day here in just a minute. And just a reminder, if anybody hears an echo in the audio, it might be because you have 2 tabs open. A lot of times that double tab will cause an echo. So make sure that you only have 1 tab open. And if for some reason you can't hear me, try refreshing, because it looks like a ton of people can hear me. Cheaton says I sound good, so that's good. And Adrian's saying he had the double echo on the first day, and he just made sure that both of the tabs were closed. So before we get started, looks like we've got a ton of people in here. I'd love to find out, where is everybody joining us from today? I'm in San Francisco, and right behind the camera there is a beautiful sunny day, which is why you can see the light coming here. So we're excited about the sunny California weather. We've got people joining us from all over the world, and I'm seeing Mars. Wow, you get the long distance award. Florida, Twin Cities, Denmark, Bulgaria, Houston, Ukraine in the house. Okay, Idaho, Canada, Netherlands, Germany, California, Tahoe. Yes, we love Tahoe. New Mexico with the sunglasses on. I dig it. All right. Man, this is so cool. It's great to be here with everybody from around the world. You guys are rock stars for getting here at this time. We appreciate you compromising to our time schedule. We've got an action-packed day today. Tel Aviv in the house. Yes, excellent. I was in Tel Aviv last year. What a beautiful place with beautiful beaches. All right, so here's what's in store for you today. Coming up here in about 10 minutes, we're going to start with Eric Siu. If you don't know who Eric Siu is, you're in for a huge treat. Eric and Neil actually started a podcast. So if you go to neilpatel.com, he's actually got the podcast link right there on the top navigation bar. That podcast is in cooperation with Eric Siu. So every episode that you hear Neil on a podcast, Eric is there. Eric is the CEO of Single Grain, which is a phenomenal agency that works with some of the biggest brands in the United States and around the world. Now, it's an interesting, relevant topic that Eric's going to talk about, a case study about the podcast. And so the title of his speech is Driving SEO Traffic Through Podcast. Now that might be something that you've never thought of before or don't know how it works. I know this is a new area for me. So we're going to learn how he and Neil do that, starting right here at 11 o'clock. In 10 minutes. Now, right after that, we've got Jason Demers. Jason is the founder and CEO of Audience Bloom. He's joining us. We'll have a short break after Eric, and then Jason will be joining us at 1 p.m. Okay? Jason's going to talk about how to scale guest posting. with high authority websites. Now, this is interesting because everybody sort of understands, if you're advanced in SEO, that guest posting lead to quality backlinks, and in many cases lead to good traffic from wherever they're posted. The challenge with guest posting, though, is to do it at scale. So everybody can do 2 or 3 per month, but how do you do it at scale? Jason's here to talk about how to get high value links from top publishers with your authorship and learn how to do it at scale. These high profile guest blogging skills is one of the most effective SEO strategies, and we're gonna show you how to scale it. Then somewhere in between there, actually, you know what? We're gonna put it before Jason. We've got a special pre-recorded session that you've never heard before from Sujan Patel, who is Neil's cousin. We're going to play that session so that you've got a bonus pop right in the middle of the day. So look out for Eric Sue at 11, Sujan Patel at 12, Jason Demers at 1, and then we've got the sort of the main event. The main event kicks off at 1:30 with Neil doing a double keynote. Now, Neil wasn't able to get through the entire presentation at the beginning, so we're redoing it today. It's going to be about demystifying SEO, which is a massive topic for any level of SEO that you are. Everybody sort of understands that it's this, everybody sort of associates this abstract magic or something with the way that people do SEO. And one of the things that Neil's taught for years is that it's not magic, it's just a strategy. And he's going to break down how neilpatel.com went from 9,000 visitors a month to 440,000 visitors per month, all right, with a time frame. And this is an exciting strategy to watch, because he's going to break it down and show you how you can implement doing the same thing for your website. Mike is asking here, will there be a recording? Yes, there will be a recording. Actually, at the top of this live stream, right above my head, if you scroll up a little bit, there's a horizontal line of buttons or radio balls. If you just click and toggle through those radio balls, you can see each and every session that's recorded, along with 4 or 5 bonus sessions at the top. Don't go off of the screen now, because we want to call you to Eric Sue here in a couple of minutes. But if you want to know where they're recorded at, they're right there. Now, actually, all of these are for free. You can watch all of the pieces of content and all the sessions that we're doing for free during our live summit. Today's the end of the summit. So unfortunately, today, towards the end of the summit, right after everything closes, we're going to have to take these down and put them in the members area. You can be a member by getting the All Access Pass and watch these at any point for the rest of your life. But we're excited to be here live for the free portion of this. And Neil is actually doing a double keynote. He's going to be talking about the road to building a ton of traffic on neilpatel.com, 9,000 visitors to 440,000 per month. And then he's also going to break down how he sets up his SEO. So there's going to be a great Q&A session after that. And I'll tell you the best way to get your question answered. Okay, so right down below this live stream, there's a section that says ask a question, all right? And you're welcome to ask questions in the chat, but there's so many people there that a lot of times the speaker won't get to it and the moderator won't get to the question. So the best chance of getting your question answered is to ask it right down below this screen, and then get as many people as you can to upvote your question. We've done this before with Neil, and you know, he's super generous with his time. He comes on and tries to answer everything, but we would be here for another few weeks answering everybody's questions. So if you want to make sure that it gets answered, ask it below and then try and get it upvoted as many times as you possibly can. We'd love to get to everybody's question. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time, but we're going to block off a huge section of it this afternoon, starting at 1:30. Neil's going to do a double keynote and a ton of Q&A, okay? After that, we're going to say goodbye to Neil, and then Vasil and I are going to actually announce some winners of a contest. If you didn't know that there's a contest going on, there's a massive contest going on. So everybody that has registered for free for this summit was entered into what we call Neil's Insider Club. Okay, and inside of Neil's Insider Club, you're able to share the summit via Facebook, Twitter, share it via email, and every time you do that, it assigns, you earn points, all right? And the top point earners are going to have the chance to win a raffle, all right? So there's some really exciting prizes that we're gonna give away today after Neil's double keynote. Vasil and I will come back on just like this, and we're going to draw names from a hat, a virtual hat, and we're gonna pick those winners. Now, the prizes, and this is what's really interesting, is the grand prize is an hour-long one-on-one consulting session with Neil. Now, obviously, that's sort of the prize of all prize here, because Neil has done consulting here and there for big brands. And I've heard, I know some of these brands, and I've heard that at the end of that consulting session, they've been known to increase their revenue and increase their sales significantly just from one session. So Neil's going to spend an entire hour with one lucky winner, and that's going to be drawn from the people that are qualified with the most points inside of the Insider Club. So make sure that you go and share the summit on this final day with all of your friends, anybody that you think could benefit from Neil Patel's keynote, especially. That starts at 1:30. I hear people asking, when does the All Access Pass expire? All Access Pass actually doesn't expire. It's a lifetime pass. But the content from today's free summit and all week, you've got all the way until this afternoon, this evening, to watch the free content. So stick with us right here. We've got about 3 minutes until I introduce Eric Siu. I'm super honored to be a part of it, and I'm the one that's going to be moderating Neil's session today. So we'll get that kicked off at 1:30, and then like I mentioned, there's a bunch of other jam-packed stuff with us today. So I'd love to hear from you guys again from the chat. Just let me know if you are ready for the next session. How many people have tried a podcast before? Or how many people know that you can drive SEO traffic through a podcast? That's really interesting. I'm about to do some traveling with Eric in Europe on a speaking tour. It's going to be fun. So I think I'm going to ask him a ton of questions about how he does that and sort of find out, I wonder how big their podcast is. I heard that they were doubling the downloads with every episode there for a while. If you haven't heard Neil's podcast, you should definitely download it or listen to it. You can access it at neilpatel.com. Right up there at the top, podcast is one of the main top nav buttons. And let me just check and make sure that Vasil and Eric are ready here. Neil gave me the okay. Are you ready with Eric? All right, so we've got 1 minute. Yeah, Gustavo is saying the podcast is great. Maria Nell is asking, I paid for the early bird all access pass. Is that for the all access? Yes, that's right. Some people were lucky enough to get the pre-event price, which unfortunately is no longer available. But if you were, Maria, yes, that's the all access pass. Oh, another thing I didn't mention is that the all access pass, once you've got it, it also includes a summit that we did about 6 months ago on growth hacking. And that summit has over 150 sessions inside of it. So you're actually getting close to 200 sessions with the all access pass. Yeah. Sarah, just email me at clayton@neilpatel.com and we'll make sure that everything gets squared away. No big deal. We'll make sure that you get the confirmation. It might be in your spam folder, but I can reset your password and make sure that you get it, no problem. The good news is all of the sessions are still live and still free today. So anybody that you want to come and watch Neil's podcast or any marketing manager that you're trying to convince about SEO or trying to show value for SEO, invite them to the free double keynote from Neil Patel today at 1:30. Bina, just email me at clayton@neilpatel.com and I'll get you set up and make sure that you're in the right place. Okay, Vasile's giving me the 3-minute warning. So we are down to 3 minutes until we start off the day. And again, I just want to say welcome everybody to day 4 of the Advanced SEO Summit with Neil Patel. We are wrapping up the entire summit today, and it's going to be a big one. Neil's got an entire deck, and then is going to stay and ask or answer a bunch of questions. And I see a lot of the same people in the chat. That's great. You guys are dedicated and are already on your way to doing big things with SEO, which is awesome. Glenn's got a good question. Are the bonus sessions included in the All Access Pass? Yeah, they are. Actually, I didn't mention it yesterday when I was signing off the air, but we actually have a bonus session, 2 bonus sessions that were added yesterday. So during our break today or during your free time, if you want to go and watch those, you can. But yes, all the bonus sessions are included in the All Access Pass. And the last summit that we did, Growth Hacking Secrets for 2017, that one's included as well. Georgia, these sessions expire today at the end of our schedule. I think Neil will go until 3 or 4 o'clock, and then the people will start gathering all the sessions and then upload them to the members area. So you've got it till 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm not quite sure of the exact time, but today is the answer. Yeah, I'm in. Thanks. That's great. Mike, we are in Pacific time zone. So that is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 hours from now, something like that. I'm in California, Pacific Standard Time Zone. So it's 11:02 right here, AM right here. And yep, you can download, watch all the sessions. I see Toronto in the house, which is great. Where's everybody else from? Anybody from Canada out there? We've had a couple of awesome Canadian speakers. I've got Montreal in the house, Texas, all in caps. So Dakota, her name is Dakota, but she's from Texas, representing a few states. I've got Columbia, Ontario, Canada, Newport Beach. All right, awesome. Listen, you guys are phenomenal. Thanks so much for coming. We love sharing content with you. I am stoked about Neil's session today. So without further ado, I'm gonna put everybody into the next session, and we're gonna listen to Vasile moderate Eric Siu, and he's gonna teach us about how to drive massive SEO traffic through podcasts. All right, so I'll see you back here in a couple of sessions.